I do it for the ladies, not for the men. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Don't Worry, I'm Here. And if you're new, welcome to the podcast. I hope you all had an awesome week last week. I hope you all achieved some goals. You all just accomplished everything that you wanted to get done that week. Let me tell you something, you guys are probably going to be very upset with me, but I was procrastinating to record this episode. I was trying to take a really good photo of myself because I'm loving my makeup at the moment, but yeah, so I wanted to take a really good photo of myself to post on my Instagram story. It just took a long time, and yeah, you know when you look so good in real life, but then you take that camera out and you want to take a really nice photo of yourself, but it just takes a while for you to get a really nice photo. I don't know what it is. It's like my phone doesn't want me to feel confident about myself, doesn't want me to feel like I look nice, you know what I mean? I feel like my phone has it out for me. Yeah, so the lighting is going to be very bad in this episode because I really wanted to get it done today, the episode, because I'm not going to let anything stop me from getting this episode done today. So it is raining, it's cloudy, there's hardly any light, so that is the reason why the video is going to be really bad quality. You can always just listen to the audio. It is on Spotify, so the link will be down below. If you just like, oh, I may as well just listen to the audio, not watch the video, then I get you, okay, I understand. Just go listen to the audio instead. I heard something though that people don't really care how the video is as long as the audio is clear, but I don't get that because I would not want to watch a video where the video is really bad. But this is all I got to work with, and like I said, I'm going to do this podcast rain, hail, shine. I'm not going to let anything get in my way, okay? I do not have a blonde moment for this episode. I didn't do anything really blonde this week, so I'm going to try to find one on the internet and see if I can relate to it, and maybe it will give me some idea of one I actually did, because nothing comes to mind. So yeah, I do not have a blonde moment, surprisingly. So I just found this, it's like a thread on Quora, is that how you say it? Quora. And it's kind of like Reddit, but not. So I'm going to read some from there, and hopefully it fulfills this week's, like the week's blonde moments. You know what I mean? So you get your weekly dose of blonde moments, and you feel like, yeah, it's the quality's there. So I cannot wait to read them. I've not read them. I'm going to just blind read them and react to them so you see my authentic, original reaction. Okay? Good. I also did a YouTube short this morning where I just lip-synced Dollhouse by Melanie Martinez, because I feel like I look kind of like a doll. I don't know. Like, I'm dolled up. I did my makeup this morning. You guys know, or if you're new to the podcast, that I don't usually wear makeup. I'm just like, I'll do it for a change. Like, I put foundation on. I had my eyebrows done this morning, so there was some redness. I wanted to cover that up as well, so that's why I'm also wearing foundation. Also, I'm going to be doing a YouTube short every day that I don't go to work, just so I can get those views up, gain subscribers, and after I finish this episode, I'm going to be checking how many views I got, because I've not seen how many views I've gotten on my YouTube short yet, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so a few things happened to me last week where they made my day. You know, like people say nice things and it just brightens your mood. It's like it puts you in a good mood for the rest of the day. Someone did not believe that I'm turning 23. So I was just like talking, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for my birthday because it's April the 11th, it's less than a month away. And they're like, oh, how old are you turning? I'm like, 23. And they look at me like, you're not turning 23. I'm like, yes, I am. Do you want me to get my license to prove it? And I'm like, yeah, I'm turning 23. I was born in 2001. And then she's like, no, I thought you were 21. So it just brightened my mood. I'm like, oh, I look younger than I actually am, so that's a good thing. Also, one of the chefs said, like, I did some favor for them, and they're like, you're the best. And I'm like, I know. You know, and he laughed. He's like, oh, I love that. I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, just do that one extra thing a day to brighten someone's mood. Like, do something that will make them happy. Say something that will make them happy. Compliment them, okay? Because it will also make you happy because you made them happy. If you make someone sad or angry, it will make you feel those emotions. So you want to be happy, so make someone else happy. But also keep in mind that you shouldn't overdo it, okay? You shouldn't just give and give and give, okay? Some people have to give back. So don't do it all the time. Just do it a couple times, like once or twice a week, and then, yeah. Just, I hope it makes sense. Like, don't always be the good person when other people don't do the same to you, okay? They don't reciprocate, if that makes sense. So, yeah. But always make sure that you're never nasty to anyone, okay? Because you don't know what's going on in their life, and yeah, you want to treat them the way you want to be treated. Something that I did was, that I didn't mean to do, was I accidentally deleted an episode off of Spotify. I'm pretty sure, yes, the episode is still on YouTube, but I deleted the episode off Spotify. It was the one, How to Boss Up. You know, the one where I gave the 10 steps about what you should do to feel like a boss or to come off as a boss to others. So, yeah, I accidentally deleted that one. The way I accidentally deleted it was, I think I went into it to, I can't remember, I was changing something in the settings and then it wouldn't let me save it, and then I clicked out of it. Or yeah, I unscheduled it, so I could only post it then. So yeah, it was not scheduled, it was a draft. I turned it into a draft, and I'm like, I don't want it to schedule. Like, it's already come out, people get confused. So I'm just like, I'll delete it, you know. I will delete it. Because I'm like, if it does upload, again, people are going to be confused. Oh, didn't I already see or hear this episode? And yeah, so I was like, I'm just going to delete it, and I can always go back and convert the video into an MP3. If you guys really want me to do that, let me know. If you want the audio of that episode, let me know in the comments, okay? Also, because I'll have no trouble doing that, but I just didn't want to do it without you guys knowing, because you guys would be so confused. Why, like, if your notifications are turned on for it, why the hell is this episode coming out again? I feel like it'll get confusing, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to move into the topic for this week's episode. It is ways to stop getting bothered, okay? Hence the title, I cannot be bothered, okay? It's not like anything like, oh my god, what can she not be bothered doing? Like, is she gonna stop doing podcast episodes or something like that? No, it's not me physically, well, it probably is, yeah. It's not me, like, giving up or quitting YouTube or anything, okay? So, yeah. It is basically stop getting bothered by little things, okay? So, step 1 is stop posting for someone's reaction, okay? You have to stop posting those little clips after you have a fight with someone, after you break up with someone. You have to stop posting a video for that guy to respond to because you're bored and you want to be the prettiest girl he's talking to. You know what I mean? So stop posting those thirst traps. Like, I post thirst traps, but I do them to motivate other females to do it because I want them to know that they can, that's an easy way to boost their self-confidence. And yeah, I do it for the ladies, not for the men. Okay, so that's what just to like summarize what I was going on about. Stop posting those thirst traps just to get the reaction of one guy or a few guys that don't really give you the time of day, but you want their attention, or ones that are talking to 10 other girls and you want to be number one on their roster. You know what I mean? So yeah, stop posting them. Stop posting those sad, depressing songs after you have a fight with someone, or those I don't care kind of things after you have a fight with a friend, or you have a breakup or a fight with your partner. Like, you obviously care because you're posting it. You want to get a reaction out of them. So be unbothered, okay? Don't post anything about it. Just live your life, okay? Don't wait to get a reaction out of someone for your story or your post or anything like that, okay? Just be unbothered by it. What's done is done. Don't do anything about it, okay? Do something in person, not online, okay, if that makes sense. So talk it out with them in person, or if you don't want to, then that's fine. Don't post anything about it, okay? Don't wait for a reaction. Number 2, if you weren't invited somewhere, don't be bothered, okay? You weren't invited. Who gives a shit, okay? Who cares? You have time to be productive, okay? This is what I have in my mind. So if I'm not invited somewhere, they party, I work, okay? They party, they have like a night of fun, but me working, me doing what I was doing when I wasn't invited helps me in the future. It helps me improve myself. So like me meditating, like it has the benefits to my mind. Me watching videos on how to boost my views, that benefits me in the future, in the long run, okay? Me going out partying doesn't really benefit me in the long run. If anything, it disadvantages me. So yeah, do not care if you were invited. Be unbothered by it, okay? Again, don't post anything on Instagram, social media. Do not post anything about it, okay? Just, you're unbothered, okay? You do not give a fuck. Okay. Also, if someone doesn't like you, okay, don't post about it. Don't care, okay? You do not need them in your life. You only need yourself. You only need your family. You only need the friends that you have, and your true friends, okay? You already have so much in your life. You don't have any room for that person anyway, so be unbothered by it, okay? They can have their own thoughts of me. I know who I am 100%. Also, it's that thing that I was talking about in a couple episodes ago where everyone else is secondary characters in your life and you're the secondary character in other people's lives. They have their own perception. They have their own perception about you. Is that what the word is? So they create who you are in their minds, but you're the only person who 100% knows who you are. Number 3 is don't be bothered by others talking behind your back. You haven't got time to think about what others are saying about you or doing behind your back. This is kind of like 2 people not liking you, but you just can't be bothered by what they're saying because you know it's not true, and 2, there's probably something going on in their life that you don't know about. They're just nasty people. You're not, okay? So, yeah, you cannot be bothered by others talking behind your back, okay? You ain't got time for that. Number 4 is stop stressing over little things. So if you have like a lot to do at work, stop stressing out over it, okay? Just know that you're going to get it done at the end of the day. It's a temporary feeling. You're going to go home at the end of the day, okay? Just stop being bothered by the little things. Like, also, just stop being bothered if, like, something small happens in your life, like you forgot to get something on your grocery list. Stop being bothered by it, okay? You can always go back and get it. Okay, just think positive thoughts, okay? Don't get bothered by the negative stuff going on. Just think positive and then you'll feel unbothered by anything. Number 5 is stop stalking others on the internet, okay? And stop comparing yourself to others. So stop looking at Katie's Instagram because she goes around the world and you really want to do that, okay? Stop being jealous of her. Stop comparing your life to hers. Just stop spending your time and wasting your time looking at what she's doing. Focus on what you're doing, okay? Stop being bothered by, oh, what's Katie doing today? What's she doing today? I really want to know, like, having that unbothered mindset, you do not care what anyone else is doing, okay? You just want to focus on you. Some might think it's selfish, but it's not, okay? Focus on you, get that money, get that success, okay? You cannot focus on other people's success. Just focus on yours. And stop worrying about Katie's life, okay? What she's doing, okay? I just chose that name randomly, okay? So, yeah, and stop comparing yourself to her. Stop comparing your body to her body. Stop comparing your body to anyone's body. Okay? Stop just comparing your life in general to anyone's. So you're going to change your mindset as well. Like, I'm happy with my body. I don't care what other people's bodies look like. You have to be unbothered by it. Number 6 is stop overthinking, okay? Especially in a relationship. You do not care, okay? So if your boyfriend or girlfriend goes out without you, you got to stop overthinking about it, okay? It is not good for your mental health. It is not good for your productivity because you're going to be thinking about that and not wanting to do anything. You're going to be wasting time on overthinking. So you got to stop being bothered by it and just think what will happen will happen. If they do something wrong, karma's going to get them, okay? You cannot think negatively. Think positively, and you can't focus on the negative. Focus on the positive, okay? Stop being bothered by it. Be unbothered so you don't care that they're going out without you, okay? You're not going to overthink what's going to happen, what they might do, okay? You're just going to focus on you. Go do something productive, do some meditating. Just accomplish those goals that you want to accomplish and, yeah, just work hard. Stop overthinking, okay? Be unbothered. Number 7, don't care if they don't respond straight away. So if you're in the talking stage with someone or they're just ghosting you, be unbothered by it, okay? You don't need them. You really don't need them. Don't be someone that does things get their attention. Don't constantly message them. Also, don't post that story like I was talking earlier so you want a reaction out of them and they message you, okay? If they really wanted to talk to you, they were really interested to you, they would want to talk to you without that thirst trap, without you messaging them constantly, okay? They'd be like, oh my god, I have to message Nadia. Like, I miss talking to her. Like, she's a very interesting person, okay? So, yeah, don't stop being bothered by things, okay? You gotta be unbothered, okay? Just focus on you and stop comparing yourself to others. Stop caring if you weren't invited somewhere. And stop stressing out on the little things, okay? You're an unbothered individual, okay? You cannot be bothered, okay? So I hope you guys like that topic. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Also, you can send me your voice messages if you're listening to audio. There'll be a link on the Spotify in the description. Also, if you want to message me on the podcast Instagram, it is Don't Worry, I'm Here podcast. So you can message me there, you can DM me and tell me your thoughts or other topics you want me to discuss. I'm really excited to discuss topics you are really interested in. So now I'm going to move on to the segments of the show. The first is My Blonde Moments. Okay, so as I was discussing earlier, I went onto Quora. I'm pretty sure that's how you have to say it, okay. And it's a thread. So it says, what are some dumb blonde moments you have witnessed? Have you ever had one? Yes, I've had one. I haven't just had one, I've probably had a million. Okay, so I'm going to read the first three, just so it doesn't take up the whole podcast. So, this one says, the funniest dumb blonde moment was my own doing. I went out to start my car one morning and it wouldn't turn over. Wouldn't turn on, I think. Checked the gas, yep, still had gas. Checked to make sure the battery was charged and connected, yep. Checked the oil for good measure, it was fine. So I called AAA. It is Auto Club here is in the US that will send a tow truck to help. It was a cold, icy morning, so tow trucks were busy. I'm waiting, getting a little frustrated. Then I looked down at my gear shift. It wasn't in park or neutral. Of course it wasn't going to start. Put the shift in park and she started right up. Called AAA and admitted to my dumb blonde moment, even calling it that. The representative on the phone asked if it was okay if he laughed at that. I assured him I was already laughing, so he would be laughing with me instead of at me. So, yeah, I haven't driven a manual car, but yeah, I feel like it has to be in park before you turn it on, otherwise it wouldn't start. That's what I get from it, but I'm blonde, so I wouldn't know. So yeah, it's just one of those things where you're like, yeah, everything's working, why isn't it working? And then you figure out, oh, this is why, like... You have a checklist in your brain. You're like, is this on? Is this on? Is this on? Is this... Oh no, that's not connected. So that's not right. The second one is, I didn't witness this, but my sister told me the story. She said she shared that my oldest niece was being an exasperating teenager. When my sister had enough of her antics, she asked my niece, where were you when they were handing out brains? My niece retorted back, right in front of you, Mum. The blonde moment was when my sister shared that it took her over an hour to realize that she had been insulted. The other blonde moment was when my sister shared the story with the family. I would have never told anyone how long it took for me to figure out that I was insulted. Ugh. She didn't realize that she had been insulted. It took her hours. Yeah, you ever do that where someone tells you a joke and you're like, that's not even funny, and then I think this has happened to me, and then a couple of days later I realised how the joke was funny, like how it actually made sense. So, yeah. The last one is, my husband used to pick me up from the office every evening. He used to message me before he left his office and call me once he was outside my building. One evening, while waiting for him, I was talking to my mother on phone. I got a call from his number on my second line. I assumed he was there and started walking towards the gate. I sat in the car and ended my call. I looked to the right and saw a shocked and unfamiliar face. The person in the driving seat was not my husband. I came out suddenly and looked around. I saw my husband in the car parked just behind it. He was laughing loudly. I got confused with the same colour and model of the car. Dumb. I don't know if that's a blonde moment though, but it is kind of bad. Because I feel like you do look at the model of the car before the license plate. Like, I am familiar with the numbers and the letters on, like, my mum and dad's cars, like the license plates. So, yeah, when I see that, that's when I'm like, yeah, that's my mum and dad picking me up. Like, that's what I look at first, the license plate. So, yeah, those blonde moments were funny, but I feel like mine are even more blonde. You know, just, do you agree with that? Like, my blonde moments are even more blonde? Let me know, okay? The next segment of the podcast is Dear Diary. In this exercise, in the chapter, it is get in the flow. So these are the ones where you can, like, activities where you can really get into it and just go with the flow and just, you know, have no distractions and just get them completed, if you know what I mean. So just be in your element and hypnotized, mesmerized by it. It gave me 16 activities, and then I could color in the ones that really get me in the flow. So I colored in doing a puzzle, because I feel like once I start doing that and I can't find a piece, I just want to find that piece before I move on to doing another part of the puzzle. The next one is doing some crochet or beading. So, like, making bracelets, charm bracelets and stuff. It does get you really into the flow because you want to find, like, you want to do certain patterns, and for crocheting, I find it really fun and very relaxing and calming, and yeah, like, after you finish it, you have this thing that you've created. So yeah, that's one of my flow activities. Next is swimming, because especially in summer, not in winter, you can do different things. You can do laps of the pool, you can do different styles of swimming. You can also, like, if I have my music on, I'll swim for hours and hours. I just feel like it's really relaxing and it's something different for me. Next is yoga, because it relaxes your mind and you can stretch out your body and let out all that tension from the week. Making an artwork, like, I'm not good at art, but, like, I will color in, like, coloring books. So I feel like even there's those apps where you can color with the number. So, like, there's a number associated with a certain color. I feel like I do them for a long time because they're relaxing, they're calming, you don't have to use your brain that much. And after you've done, then you got this beautiful artwork. And then last one is cooking and baking. I don't get to do it often, so if I got the chance to do it, I would make so many different things, because at the end of it, you get to eat it. Okay, you also have to do the dishes, but let's not talk about that. But you get to eat it, and yeah, very tasty. And you get to experiment with different recipes and stuff like that. So those are my flow activities. Let me know what activities get you in the flow. Like, could it be, like what I said, doing a puzzle, yoga, baking. So things that help you focus for a long time. Things you do for a long time and you're in your element and you just, what's that word? When you're in the zone, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that was the exercise in my self-care journal. So now for the last segment, which is let's discuss. So this one was a bit difficult to answer, and you'll know what I mean. when I read it. So it says, you run a lingerie business and have recently been getting a lot of complaints about only using slim models in your marketing. But you know that your designs won't suit curvy models. What do you do? So this one is difficult because I didn't know whether they were solely a slim lingerie brand or they could alter their designs. So this one is plain and simple though. You shouldn't just have clothing for one type of body, for one body type. You should have clothing for a whole array of different body types, different sizes. So I feel like in this question, so this one is really short. In this question, it's really simple. Just create lingerie. Not just, but like go and create lingerie for curvy models, for individuals that have curves, for people who wear larger size clothing. So you need to really listen to what other people are saying if you want to get more customers, okay? I know that this business might have been going on for a while and you have just been doing slim lingerie for years and years, but maybe you need to change it and bring more people into the business. So make more people want to shop there from different body types. So yeah, that's what I do. I would, even if I didn't know how to do it, I would hire people that have experience with creating lingerie for individuals with curves, and then you can work together, like your designs, and then they help you make the lingerie for the curvy individuals. So yeah, you got to think about, how can I make my business even bigger? So yeah, that's what I do. I hope I answered that question to the fullest. I hope you guys understood what I was getting at with that question. So I will have this in the description as always. Leave me your voice messages about it. Comment down below. Send me a DM on Don't Worry I'm Here podcast Instagram. And yeah, if you liked the video, if you're listening to the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you haven't already. If you're listening to the audio, please follow the podcast and rate it. Also turn on the notification bell on both the audio and the video. And you'll be hearing me and seeing me next week. Have a great week. Bye!
1, 2, 3, 4.